Hey, yeah, it's Jenny. I had something I really wanted to share with you. As survivors and caregivers, many of us are thinking about or searching for information about recovery time. And we're looking for the answers from neurologists and scientists. And at first I heard or read recovery, you'll do your most recovery within the first year. And then I read somewhere within the first 3 or 5 years. I'm a little foggy right now. I've got a cold, y'all. And then I started thinking to myself recently, um, wait a minute. We are all a team. Survivors, caregivers, neurologists, and scientists. We're all working together to try to find that measuring stick because none of us really know. We're all working together to find the answers. And we, as the survivors, are the ones that actually are the ones to give answers to these questions, because the scientists and the neurologists are asking the questions. The problem I see that we're running into with this is the questions that they were asking was during the first year or during the first 3 to 5 years, which usually is when we're in our brain fog, confusion, and that could really skew that measuring stick. And I say throw out the dang measuring stick, because our leaps and bounds hasn't even begun until we actually come out of that brain fog into the, oh my gosh, I can do this and I can do this and I can do this. And I realized this myself as a survivor. I am almost 9 years out, well past that brain fog confusion, okay? And I've been doing what is common therapy after brain injury, which is regular daily journaling. But I do it at least probably once a day, once every couple of days, publicly. And what I find I'm really focused on recently in the last like 6 months or so, to go with my personality, is I really focus on the positive. And what I've really been gleaming on is, in the positive, is the oh my goshes of the big stuff that have been amazing leaps and bounds of my recovery, things I never thought I could do before, both emotionally, which are huge, and mentally, which are really huge for me and any survivor, and the medium, which are huge too, and even the microscopic, the little stuff, keep showing up over and over and over. And recently, since I've been paying attention, really focusing on them, they've been showing up more and more and more and more. And I'm sorry, there is no measuring stick. We need to be, if we can, paying attention and teaching and helping them understand, because they're the ones asking the questions and trying to formulate any kind of a quote-unquote measuring stick for our recovery, to help others to understand what's going on, to share this information to other survivors once they are survivors. You know what I mean? And we are the teachers because we're the ones living this. And I'm sorry, as far as I found, there is no measuring stick. It keeps going and going and going. It's kind of like the Energizer Bunny. And it just keeps getting more energy and more energy and more energy, because a year ago, I would never have imagined that I would be doing more and more and more than I was a year ago. And I am, mentally and emotionally. I'm picking up more now than I ever was a year ago. I'm sorry, there is no slowdown to my recovery. It just keeps going and going, and it's just like amazing. So I'm sorry, that measuring stick that you read about, that we got discouraged, or our families get discouraged about, by hearing the 1 year, after a year, or after 3 years, or after 5 years, throw that out the window. Don't pay attention to it. Do not let it get you discouraged. I'm here to tell you, it keeps going and going and going. Hugs, y'all. Later, Gators.